Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Gigi Doraemon, Nora no Suke no Yabou. And this is obviously Japan only, and is obviously on the Game Gear. So, this anime series. Doraemon is about Nobita Nobi, a 10-year-old Japanese schoolboy who is kind-hearted and honest, but also lazy, unlucky, weak, gets bad grades, and is bad at sports. One day, a robot cat from the 22nd century named Doraemon is sent back to the past by Nobita's future grandchild, Seiwashi Nobi, to take care of Nobita so that his descendants can have a better life. And Doraemon spawned a long-running manga that lasted more than a quarter century. Yeah, it did last longer than a quarter century. There was a manga spin-off. There are 3 anime series. There are manga spin-offs. There are films, soundtrack albums, video games. This is perhaps one of the greatest Japanese anime franchises of all time. And this one as far as I can tell, I don't know much about the story. Apparently, you're going back in time and you're saving the other kids. I'm guessing. I've never really looked up anything regarding this particular game. But as you can see here, this game is a side-scroller. You jump. You walk around. It's one hit and you're dead. And this is one of 2 games to appear on the Game Gear. The other one being Doraemon Waku Waku Pocket Paradise. And I'm looking through the list of Doraemon video games, and this just runs the gambit. I mean, we have games ranging from the Arcadia 2001 and the Super Cassette Vision. Yeah, early 80s. All the way to the Nintendo Switch with Nobita's Chronicle of the Moon Exploration and Nobita's Ranch Story / Story of Seasons. This has been going on for so long, and there are still things made for this franchise. It has even surpassed Godzilla as far as commercial success is concerned, from what I've looked up about Doraemon on Wikipedia. Where is it? I mean, it's sold even more movie tickets than even Godzilla has. Anyway, I'm kind of focusing on this and looking at Wikipedia at the same time, and it's just, I knew this was popular, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't expect it to be this. And I have been speaking for about 4.5 minutes now. I need to start playing the game, so let's press start. And we start directly at World 1-1. Left and right lets you move around. Down lets you duck. Button 2 jumps. Button 1 will let you use a weapon if you have one. And we need to take care of the enemies here, and we also need to be very careful, because one hit and we're dead here. If you hold up while jumping onto a ceiling or a platform, you can grab onto it, and you can hold down and B to lower yourself, and you can also, once you're holding on, you can hold up and jump to raise yourself up. I said down and B. No, it's down and 2. So yeah, hold up to grab on the ledges, up and 2 let you pull yourself up, down and 2 let you drop, which is quite nice. The robot dogs are easy to defeat. The little drill guys, not so much. If they're drilling like that, like if their drills are running, you won't be able to hurt them. And they can also throw stuff at you, which can make them a little difficult to deal with. Though we will be finding something in this particular stage later on. These boxes, they contain these sweets. I forget what they're called, but if you collect 5 of them and you reach the end of the stage, you'll get an extra life at the end. You start out with 3. You can have as many as 9, though I don't know if you can stockpile more than that. We'll see. Now this wall we can grab onto, the other stone wall we cannot. And I just picked up a gun. When you have a gun or a weapon, you can press button 1 and you can use the weapon. This laser pistol with the orange shot just lets you stun enemies. It doesn't outright kill them, though we will find one that does. And when the enemies are stunned, you can jump on them more easily, and you don't have to worry about getting hurt, which is excellent. Now I want to be very careful. There we go. I want to make sure I jumped right off the edge. There is a ceiling up there, but I can still make it up here and get this sweet. And there's a box up there. I'm going to show you how to get it after I get up here. Get up here, jump up, hold up and 2, and then just head to the left, and you'll get a bell. The bell is an extra life. We'll be getting another one once we collect all the sweets here, which we should be doing right here. And that particular tool gives us invincibility. We can go through enemies, and we can also, we can also pass through them, and we don't have to worry about being damaged by them, which is good because in this game, it's one hit and you're dead. If you get hit with a weapon in your hand, you can tell if you have a weapon just by looking above your lives count in the upper left-hand corner. You lose the weapon first, and if you get hit again, that's when you're dead for real. So you want to be super careful. And it won't be long before we complete the stage. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what we did. We picked up all 5 of the sweets. We got an extra life. And I want to stay to the left here at the beginning of 1-2, so I can jump on this bat. Yeah, the bats love to slowly descend, and also these dogs love to bark too. Also, yeah, you can grab on the ceilings with up, just by holding up if you jump into them. And you've seen this before, but you can grab onto walls and climb on them. If you just grab onto the wall just by jumping into it, which is how you climb the walls, or start climbing rather, you can, and you will, slowly start sliding down. But you can use up and down on the D-pad to climb up and down. Or rather, just up. Down doesn't do anything. And there is some water here. It doesn't really affect us much. Doesn't affect us at all, really. But this will, because this is some sort of cannon. Outright destroy the enemies, which is exactly what I want. Just keep in mind you cannot fire a gun while in midair. You can't fire a gun while jumping, so you've got to be on the ground to fire a gun. Whether it's the stun laser or what we've got going on here, so keep that in mind. I am moving around slowly, so that way I don't run into any bats on accident, or anything that I shouldn't, really. And I do want to shoot that. And I don't want to go up there just yet, because that leads to the exit. Instead, there are 2 places to the right that I want to explore. This is one of them. And yeah, you can duck to avoid the bat here and get yourself one of the sweets, which can be really easy to miss. The second thing is going to be up here. And I don't want you around. You get to a place where I can jump to you. Or on you, rather. Going up here and going through this hole allows us to rescue Suneo, who is usually Gion's sidekick. Anyway, now that we found him, we can go back, but we also need to be careful because the enemies can come back. Yes, they can come back. Much to my chagrin and yours. But at least we can go up here now. And I believe we can get the last of the sweets. And we can jump on that bat. There is another bat up there, and I believe there's another sweet, but I also want to be very careful. Thankfully, I had the gun. That makes it a lot easier. And I believe that's the last of the sweets that we need to pick up. And by going to the right here, perfect. We're done with 1-2. Now with 1-3. This time you're climbing a building. And not only do you have the dog enemies, but you also have these guys. And I can avoid him. The little robot enemies that are climbing up and down, they do jump at regular intervals, regardless of whether they're on a wall or on the floor. But you do want to be careful if they're on a wall, because you may have to slowly move by them. And when they're on the ground, you want to make sure that you are landing straight on top of them. And that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. You'll be climbing not only on the walls here, but also the pipes that you'll see around here. And okay, he stopped jumping. We can get past him. And he stopped jumping, so we can get past him too. And I want to be careful here too. There's an extra life. He's gonna jump again, and I can't believe I have 7 lives already. Alright. Slowly getting around here. Stop it. Slowly getting around here. And I did not want to go over there. I'm going to wait for him to go up. And I'm going to jump and try to climb past him, and that's exactly what I was able to do. Ah! The game decided I didn't jump. Or I jumped too late, one of the two. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of opportunities to get lives in this game. And this guy does not like... Oh, it resets the sweets. I did not know that. Well, it's not like we need to collect every sweet to beat the game. We just need to save the 4 kids to get the better ending. But anyway, World 1-4, when this thing dives towards you, you need to jump on its head. And when it moves down and then forward, that's when you need to jump on its head. I believe this thing takes 10 hits to kill. And when it just moves straight down and then forward, wait for it to come to you before jumping on its head. You don't want to rush this, because more often than not, that could lead to you getting hit and losing a life needlessly. So don't do it. Alright, come on. And there we go. And we have beaten the first world of this game. We are now on World 2-1. Let me jump real quick. That way you jump and I get to take you down. Alright. We are now in the jungle somewhere. I'm assuming we travel to some other era or some other place or something. And now we're going through this jungle for World 2. There are 4 worlds in all. You go through those, you beat the game. Pretty short game as far as Game Gear games are concerned. We'll be tackling World 2 in the next video, so join me then. Why don't you? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!